So just in time for the Iron Fist TV show to show up on Netflix, Marvel released a new Iron Fist comic book series. This is issue number 1. And just to get things out of the way, let me talk about the Iron Fist TV show, because I'm really not interested in doing an entire video review of it, because there's 1,000 of them. What did I think about it? It's very simple. I thought it was good. It was not the best of the Marvel series. I actually think it did Power Man a favor, Luke Cage a favor, because Luke Cage was previously my least favorite, and now this is. It's not to say it was bad, it just was not exciting. It didn't have anything that really hooked me into it. Actually, the first 6 episodes were so dull that I would have rather have seen a Daughter of the Dragon TV show than an Iron Fist. Now, granted, in the last half of the TV show, I thought it picked up very well, but not well enough to catapult it above Luke Cage, and definitely not as good as Daredevil or Jessica Jones. So that's my 2 cents on the TV show. Let's get back to the comic book. Easily, if not the best comic cover of the week for Marvel Comics. I just really enjoy it. It definitely looks like a nice painting. This will make a good poster even. And it also marks what's missing inside of the book. As I guess I'm going to be doing movie or TV show and comic book comparisons all throughout. So let me just get that pretense out of the way. We don't see him in the outfit in the comic book. We didn't see him in the outfit in the TV show, and I thought that was weak. At least he had the tattoo. It wasn't green, but he had it. And we don't see it here. Is that I think they're trying to merge the 2 visual styles, because in some scenes Danny Rand looks like, I forget the actor's name, but the TV version of Iron Fist. So we meet up with Danny, and he is going around, I guess, the world. No way of telling us. I guess, he is the billionaire, so he's traveling around the world, going from tournament to tournament, beating up people, and he's finding out, as we see right here, he tells them, hey, I want to buy in, here I've got all my money, and the guy says, okay, pick your opponent, and he says, I'll fight all of them. And he is lost. He's found himself without the Iron Fist. So this also mirrors the TV show where he loses the Iron Fist. And oh yeah, by the way, I got to stop right here and say, they actually have the credits twice. They have it in the beginning with that splash page that Marvel always does, and then right here. So I was weirded out about that a little bit. Not too much, because it's in the middle of the panels, so it's not really all that bad. And to tell you the truth, I would kind of prefer this rather than the splash page, because it would force the books to catch up in visual form again like they used to, instead of just a splash page. And they do that because of the what do you call it, the trade paperbacks now. I mean, everything's written in trade paperback form like this book, and we'll be getting to that. So like I said, he's going around, and the first half of this book is really just him searching for somebody to fight that's going to be a challenge to him. He's lost his purpose in life. He's lost his way. And this is a bit of a problem to me. This is the only time we see Iron Fist. It's mostly Danny Rand, and that's okay. I like the character. The story is just fine. Okay? And that's the problem. It is just fine. But I mean, take that in both ways. There's good and bad. The art is incredible, by the way. Just take a look at this. I mean, the shading. I would like it to be a little brighter, a little more colorful, because I think comic books are almost getting down to almost like the, what's his name, did Batman versus Superman. I can't think of his name, the director. Hold on, I've got to go searching for this. Zack Snyder. I can't believe I forgot Zack Snyder's name. Okay, anyway, it's like everything's got that bluish tone over everything, and it kind of drags the art down a little bit. It's really just drab coloring throughout this entire book. It's like everybody's a Smurf. And that's bad, because the art is so good in this book. The story itself, this is so written for a for a trade paperback. This is all set up. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fighting in there, but there's no story to go along with the fighting, so it kind of drags it down a little bit. I want to see a little bit more of a story, so I care about who's getting beat up. So I care, why is he fighting? He's oh, I'm not the Iron Fist anymore because I don't have a challenge. I'm sorry, but if you're the Iron Fist, aren't you supposed to be kind of better than everybody in the first place? Or at least up to the point where you're not going to meet a challenge every time you step out the gate? It just doesn't make sense to me. But like I said, the story itself is... Oh, okay, here we go. He comes up, and I like this because this is almost a little bit going against what everybody's saying about the cultural appropriation. So here's the white man who steals, quote unquote, the Iron Fist from Asian culture, like you can do that. And the only person to challenge him, if you notice in the entire books, everybody he's fought and he's beaten easily has been white. Well, here comes the Asian guy who challenges him, and they fight, and he actually has to stop and say, well, I think over time you could defeat me, but here, let me take you to a mystical place, and you will meet people who can actually fight you, and there'll be a challenge, and I would not be surprised to find out that most of them, if not all, are Asian. And then, of course, the book ends as they are coming up to this place, and it's like it's a non-cliffhanger. We knew he was going to this place. Here is the place. So this, like I said before, this book is really written for the trade paperback and not for the issue alone. This is absolutely a first issue to a bigger story instead of being any kind of stand on its own issue, which it should be. It's sure it can set up the next issue, but it absolutely has to introduce motives. It has to introduce character a lot better and make us excited for the character a lot more than what we've seen here. Did I like it? I didn't hate it. I would give it 3 stars. It's an average book. The art is incredible, but the story just kind of makes it flatline. However, it's not so bad. It's not that I wouldn't want to see what happens next. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like videos like this, you want to see more, please click like, share, subscribe to see more. And most importantly, thank you very much for watching.